we picked up a very inexpensive Princess Auto, I think it was $11 on sale, cube light. Now, this cube light is very exciting. So we're going to turn it on when Sandra finds the button, because she's short.
It's called petite.
Petite. So it has level 1. She's going to press it again.
That one's bright.
Yeah. Has level 2.
This one is
dim.
obnoxious.
And then this one, which is a flashing light. Okay, and then the third button is off. Now, this light has a surprise.
It's like a Kinder Egg.
It's like a Kinder Egg, but we've got to figure out how to do it, because one side, you have to push them up from the bottom.
I can't, I'm too short.
Okay, yeah, take this. I show you.
It hurts my neck teeth.
So, what you got to do is you push one up, he says, one of them, this one, and look, they unlatch like a little daisy. And then if you press the button, now you have this glowing light that goes down. So that's high bright, low bright, but the camera picks up flashing, it's not flashing. And then this one is a flashing one. I have no clue why you'd want that. You only might want that if you're broken down. And then that. So I've suspended it on this wire, and Sandra can move it. I put we call them nose pickers, but I put that on just in case the wind comes up and knocks it off of its little latch. She can move it over here where we're camping, or she can move it over here if we need to, because this awning we have in Oasis does not have any little hooks, and these are aluminum poles, so it can't stick. There is no magnet. Now the bonus here is, and you probably won't see it, it's USB rechargeable, which is amazing. Cool. So for 11 bucks, you know, I'll show you what it's like tonight. And it lights up this whole area, and if we're in annex mode with all the sides on, this will give us ample light. Now, we do have the FSR light, but that's for when we're really doing a lot more and we need a lot more power.
It's really more winter camping.
Yeah, this thing is just to give us some ambient light in here. We're not sure how long it will last. I think it's 5 to 8 hours, depending on the level of intensity. So far, we have not recharged it since we bought it. We recharged it from brand new, and this is night 3 that we'll be coming into probably using it, because we never thought about it before, and we've been base camping here for 3 nights. So now this is our campsite setup. We've got one side on, the awning deployed. We even deployed this sort of windbreaker at the top, and the reason why is because the sun in the afternoon was coming in this way, and it was actually warming up the camp area where we have our ice maker. So I want to talk about that in a minute. So we deployed that to help us have a bit more shade. The nose box that's been fully replaced has been awesome so far. Something else that we added was these Mosquito screens. Sandra made these Mosquito screens, and I went and added these snaps that snap into the inside of the frame. Not sure if you're going to be able to see some over on the other side. It might not pick it up. No. So, actually you can see one right there. There's a snap. But they're all around on the other side. You know what? Why don't I just do this? You can see them on Sandra's side. We have snaps all the way around because we couldn't do anything else with this. We snapped them on the inside to stop any bugs. Super easy to install. They just snap into place. And right now, I need my eyes to see. He says it's easy to install, he's just not in the right angle with the camera in one hand. We leave these ones sort of loose right now, just because we haven't had so many bugs, but we're just having fresh air come in. And I did have to add a rod. Now I have two sizes of rods. I basically bent the end of this one and I put a notch in this one. It sits in the door like so. And then there's a hole here, which I normally put a bungee from this area here, from this area here to there, just at night time if it got really hot but we wanted it open and the mosquito screen's deployed, we can have it like that, and then it's very quick access to pull it out like so and just let it lie down there at night time. So they're there just to stop the doors from banging around.
What's coming in?
So we've got that deployed, our flag. We're on a power site, so we actually have two cables. One cable is running to the nose. The other one is running to the other side. So we have our electric kettle. We went full glamping mode. The 35 litre is running on 12 volts. Sorry, it's went grainy because it's inside. So that's running on 12 volts and the batteries are being charged up by the 110. Then we went microwave, toaster and ice maker. Now we are being cheap. We are making ice to put in this cooler, and this is our liquids cooler. And this has been amazing. So we've got pop, water, beer, wine, milk, some veggies and some juice. Just drained all the liquid out of there today, so it doesn't look like there's a lot of ice, but the contents in there are absolutely ice cold. Oh, and then we're running the 65 litre Dominic in here as well. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see it. I put the junction box here. There's a 6-port junction box and we're running 5 ports, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4 ports. And so we are fully electronic. With having this side deployed gives us a bit of privacy from people seeing anything. That side gives us privacy because I think our new neighbours just arrived. Well, at least I thought they arrived. Nope, I don't know where they went. Somebody arrived, but anyway. Gives us a bit of privacy inside. And then if I go this way, it's a huge picnic area. We have the propane barbecue. We've actually not used the stove to date because we have the kettle, which is perfectly fine. 2 chairs. We have our washing line deployed across the top here. So the sun in the mid-afternoon comes in from this area straight down, and it was actually hitting the ice maker. So washing line, and if I stand back, I'll give you a better bird's eye view. That is our camp setup, and I think when we go into California, it's going to look the same. The downside to California is no ice maker, and the fridge will have to run off 12 volts in the truck. The microwave will have to run off the tailgate along with the toaster, and the kettle will cease to use right now until we come back into Oregon. And that's because we will have to use says this plug right in here, this plug, because California does not have power on the sites that we are going to. Now let me just show you the rig setup. A bit excessive here, but we have our battery power pack right in here. So we have inside of here, insulated, before this chops my hand off, are 2 70 ampere hour lithium ion batteries, so that's 140 lithium power in parallel. And then we have a couple of bits and pieces in here. And then down the side, which you're not going to see, is the Anderson plugs for the fridge and our 110 power supply battery charger. This is just our charging, camera batteries, storage, drone storage, etc. And then when we're traveling, when the fridge is not in here, when the fridge is in here, we actually have a Milwaukee cooler and a Milwaukee toolbox, followed by another Milwaukee toolbox. Sorry, it's very dark in there. And they normally stack right here, and I'll show you another picture when that's all stacked, probably on Saturday when we depart here. So we've been using Pack Out right now to see if that works, and it seems to be working really well. Sandra's happy with it. It's less intrusive on stuff, it's cleaner, and works well. The Milwaukee cooler we're not actually using as a cooler. It was storage for our extra pop and bottles of water, because we were using milk crates and they were just a pain in the butt. So this can be dual. If we go to the beach, we can actually use that cooler as a cool box. Other than that, you've seen the rest of the truck. Nothing has really changed whatsoever. So that's just a quick walk around of our trip packing that we've got going on for our 2023 trip, which seems to be working really well. The contents of our storage bins have worked well, and I seem to have a lot more storage space going on this trip. I have no clue. The fridges are not full, the cooler's not full, the nose cone is not full. Don't ask me why, but we've packed everything that we possibly can. But we've got some great new mods that we really like, and they've been working wonderfully here in Oregon. That is the end product of what the Milwaukee kit looks like. So this is a cooler that's a storage box, stroke cooler if needed. That's a toolbox with bits and pieces, air inflators and stuff like this. This is my assortments box for when we break down, because it was in an ammo box. It was a pain in the ass. So that's the batteries with a little bit of storage, batteries for all of our equipment, and then cooler, toolbox, and our knickknacks. And then if we go to the other side, hard at work is the ice maker. And then you've seen the 260 DZ before. I'm actually using the USB that's in there for the first time to charge that chandelier light that opens up while we travel. So yeah, the ice maker is currently chugging away. Right now, because we're in shore power, I've actually plugged into the extension port here, gone through the window and down to the power port. Works really well. Did that for last night because we were packing up to get ready to go, and I needed to still power up the fridge and everything else. So yeah, hope you like that little walk around.